I think it was Christy in Arkansas or Christy in Arizona. Who else has joined us there?
Thomas Tadlock, right now in Houston, Texas.
Thomas Tadlock in Houston, Texas. I might even bring you out just a second, my friend. Hold on the line. Who else has joined us today?
Brian in Arizona.
I heard Arizona and Brian, and who else was that?
Good morning, Sid from Colorado.
Sid in Colorado. Welcome back to our call. Guys, it's 11:35. Who would like to close our doors? Who would like to close our doors? Oh, my gosh.
Melissa in Texas.
There you go, Melissa in Texas. Welcome to our call. My friends, it is 11:35 on the East Coast of the United States of America, 8:35 on the West, and that means it's time for the industry's #1 performance coaching wake-up call to begin for a very special and monumental day today as the lines continue to fill up. 21 more people just joined. You can sense a little bit of nervousness in my voice and a little bit of hoarseness as well. The nervousness comes from this is our inaugural little morning ignition call. And I've got some very special guests that we'll bring out onto the line in just a minute with Thomas Tadlock and Rick Crawford. So I'm a little bit nervous because it's our first time, but I'm hoarse because I've been on the line all weekend, and getting people started, answering questions, getting everything worked out, recording a bunch of videos. And so please forgive me for the for the voice today. Coming up in just a little bit, folks, stick around because I've got some updates for you. That I want to make sure that you share. We're going to bring out Rick and Susan and Thomas Tadlock that I just mentioned a little bit ago, but I'm actually going to set the tone for what you can expect here with this morning ignition call and the MMB60 program. Now, folks, let me just say, I'm absolutely thrilled. Now, I'm nervous, but I'm happy, right? I'm absolutely thrilled that you, my friends, are honored, or that I have the honor of being in your presence this morning. Going forward, Monday through Thursday at 11:35 Eastern Standard Time. Monday through Thursday, it's come one, come all. My friends, this is the industry's #1 performance coaching wake-up call. And what I mean by that is this is not mindset, esoteric, woo-woo stuff that you apply 6 months into the future. I'm not about giving you visualizations or affirmations that maybe don't work or just don't go far enough. Folks, when I say performance coaching wake-up call, what I'm talking about is better results in your life and in your business today. Folks, let me just bring myself to you real close here for just a second. I promise you that if you come to me just a little bit, I will meet you more than halfway. I want you to know that if you're a serious home business entrepreneur, if you're sincerely committed to the results of your life and your business, if you're seriously committed about making a monumental transformational shift in your life with a benefit and a value, then this could very well be the wisest choice of the 25 minutes that you'll ever spend all day. So please, make it a commitment to yourself. You can follow us on our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/MMB60. Go to soundcloud.com/MMB60. You can follow us on SoundCloud, and you can like our Facebook page. Please take a moment to do so. Folks, I cannot stress this enough. For the handful of folks that are on this call listening to the sound of my voice right now, you, my friends, are a true definition of a leader. I need you to understand that you are a true definition of a leader, and I would consider you an extremely great American, considering if you're dialing in from the United States. I don't care where you're dialing in. You're a great patriot and a true lady or a gentleman. And I'll explain to you why. You see, as entrepreneurs who desire better results in our life and our business today, there's certain characteristics and qualities that we all possess. I don't care who you are, where you come from in the world. We all are visionaries. We all desire growth, creativity, to express ourselves. We all desire, as entrepreneurs, to not only when we create things. Do you remember when you were a kid and your grandfather probably pulled you to his side at one particular time? Maybe your father. Maybe it was your uncle, but whoever. Somebody probably pulled you aside at one time and they said, Jason, it's important, my friend, my son, that you always take pride in what you do. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you should work on making it the best. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you work on making it the best. And the reason I bring that story up is my grandfather, who passed away in 2007, used to be a moonshiner back in the Great Depression. No, this was in Kentucky. This was when the literally was making less than a quarter an hour at a quote good job, and he would walk the ditch lines to find these discarded glass mason jars. And he would bring them back and he would scrub them out and he would disinfect them and he would make his labels and he would just really try to pay the closest attention to detail as you possibly could with the mason jar you found in the ditch. But he would refine his moonshine over and over and over. And I remember being a kid. I was probably about 10 years old at home in Kentucky, and I was climbing through the hills, and I actually found his moonshine still. Had no idea what it was at the time, but when I asked him about it, he revealed the secret to me. And he says, Jason, I don't care if it's making moonshine or I don't care what you do in your life, but you always make it the best moonshine that you possibly can. So I say that out of sincerity, folks, because obviously this community is just getting started, and there's a lot of work to be done before we even become close to being perfect. There's the updates that I'll pass along to you here in just a second. We're not perfect. We're just getting started. But here's what I want you to know that I'm committed to is giving you my best every single day, and I would like for you just to commit to giving that back to me as well. You, my friends, are the true definition of a leader because you're the first to be here out of a very select handful group of people on the planet. Let me tell you something, folks. It's real easy to join a community when there's 100,000 people. You seen that little bright new shiny object of the week syndrome last week? You know, little free mobile app thing. Oh, yeah, it's real easy to join it when there's already 225,000 people on the planet involved. That doesn't make you a leader. That makes you the 225,001st follower. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy to join a program when there's already 10,000 people joining, and you see these, quote, gurus and these influential people in the social media space jumping on board and recommending blah, 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 blah. But you, my friend, are a true entrepreneur. You're creative. You're a visionary. You understand the founding mission statement. You've watched the videos. You want something that you can proudly stand behind and feel great about. And rule number one is you'll never look like an idiot promoting this. How many retarded things have you seen in the industry where you just say, really? Is that what we've come to? Not here, my friends. Not here. So let's set the tone. But before I do that, let me get to some updates. Update number one is you'll have a new video on the homepage really quickly. And I mean it like seriously in a day or so. The images on the website, yes, we're getting all of that type of stuff, but it was just important that we got that back office sales video done, and that alone took 3 days. So I do apologize for that. What we're actually going to do is we're going to try to make Facebook timeline covers available to everybody. That's coming. Your autoresponders for your pre-created lead capture page that you can see in your back office already. If you just log in and you click on that marketing tab, and you'll see right at the top of the little submenu where it says squeeze pages, you can click on that and the page is already created for you. Click it because we've already tested it out and it's working great. If you've got an AWeber campaign already, you're good to go. Autoresponders, and then a calendar in the back office. All that stuff will be done today. Calendars, autoresponders, Facebook timeline covers. We'll get those ordered and a new video coming soon. Okay, so just want to let you know that all of that type of stuff is coming. So stick with me here because in just a second, I'm going to give you again. This is a performance coaching wake-up call, and we're going to bring out Thomas and Thomas Tadlock and Rick Crawford in just a minute. But before we do that, I want to set the philosophy and this method behind this madness. You see, normally with all of this work to be done, I would have never released this out to the market. There's no way in God's green earth I would have ever done it, considering the past experiences that I've had. However, because of the overwhelming demand, the love, the support, and you show one or two of your friends, this is actually what happened to me in the past. You know, I used to own this little company called MMB60, and I just January 14th or so, I figured it looked pretty good, and I was done, and I showed it to 3 or 4 friends, and they said, "Well, man, that looks pretty daggone good to me. You know, do you think it'll convert?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. Well, let's try it out." We sent 10 emails apiece. Well, I didn't even send any. I got 3 of my friends to send 10 emails apiece. Those 30 emails became the next day 2,000 hits to a website, and the next day after that it was like 4,000, 7,000, 8,000, 12,000, 21,000. This is 21,000 hits a day. I mean, the thing went viral. And you know what? I should have learned my lesson. But you know, as you go and you're in this creativity mode and you're kind of trying to see what's best and what works for you, you kind of share it with a couple of people, and the next thing you know, you just can't hold people off anymore. And they say, but it works great right now. Screw the pictures. Who cares? We've got an inner circle of people. We want to just come on board with us. Let's go. And I'm like, no, 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 not yet. But then I see sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. And then here we are, you know. So I apologize, but there's nothing I can do about it. When people demand it and some people can't keep a secret. So here we are. Hey, which is a good thing. But the philosophy behind this madness, folks, is just simply because it needs to be done. When 66 million Americans, so with the website, when we have, before I talk about the statistics and what we need to be doing, it's no secret here that this 100% commission business model has been made pretty sexy by some outstanding and superb products and companies. Yeah. Network Marketing VT, that business was created 2 or 3 years ago on my computer before it was ever like launched on the internet. And it was something that I'd had the vision for then just because it made sense to me. You know, why would you not do it? You know, makes perfectly rational sense that every home business entrepreneur, especially those in multi-level marketing, would have a 100% commission business program simply because you get your money today. You don't share the money or split the profit with anyone. It's much more lucrative, and you can use it as this quote-unquote funded proposal or a front-end offer to filter out the tire kickers and the wannabes so that you only get the interested people that can clearly see the vision for where you want them to go. And oh yeah, by the way, you're making a six-figure income before you even get to your primary opportunity. Yeah. So obviously that philosophy has been tried and true, and it just makes perfect sense. However, back in about 2007, and again, this is the philosophy and the method of the madness and the comp plan and all this stuff in the products. Back in 2007, 2006, I was with a big ticket company selling personal development products for at least $2,000 to get started in the company. I had to go through 99 people telling me no before I got to one yes. Okay, now I was very successful in this company, and I stayed on the phone 16 hours a day. 16 hours a day I stayed on the phone, and on average I was making about $1,000 a day, which means that I was getting a one product sale out of 100 leads that I was generating and putting a $1,000 commission in my pocket. Now I got into home business probably just for the same reasons that you did, and that's to work less, make more, and enjoy more time off. You know, I wanted the damn thing that they were selling me on that lead capture page. I didn't get started here to spend all my time on the telephone and get told no all the time. I thought everybody saw the same vision I did. So, not taking the advice finally of my sponsor in that business, who says, Jason, just delete those leads. Just pretend that they didn't just delete them and move on. Well, I come across this little idea, this little thing on the internet one night, and I saw this, and guess what? It was a $98 3-up offer. And I was like, damn, I mean, I get this. Because at that time I was in a $2,000 2-up thing, and this is 98 and a 3-up, and I got it. You know, it was easy for me to understand. And I was like, what if all of these people that have told me no, I've already talked to them on the phone, I've already kind of interviewed them, they've got their reasons they responded to an ad in the first place. I don't know what it is, but they obviously, it's probably money. They want more money, and they didn't have enough to get started in my business. It's not that they didn't see the value in the people, the company, the products, etc. So what I did is, just without even saying a word, I just sent out an email. To see if this thing worked. 6 months later, I'd put over $250,000 in my pocket, and my entire philosophy and outlook changed on life. I did the same exact thing last year, creating my own company, and the same exact thing happened for many, 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 many people. And this just wasn't this company. This was other competitors in the industry. What I'm telling you is that the business model that we have is not based on some theory or some failed experiment, my friend. This compensation plan that we have within this community is designed to grow instantly and directly and exponentially for you at the exact moment that you get started here today. You get it started with just a low cost of $98, and the compensation plan will put money directly into your pocket. You will break even on your very first sale, and it grows exponentially from there. And if you don't think that you can make a six-figure income in under 60 days or less, then I'm going to bring out somebody very, very special that can prove that to you, who has not even placed one single advertisement yet and is already experiencing tremendous results with the leverage of that compensation plan. The philosophy behind the product, folks, is simply, this is a conversation that needs to be had. Tell me if you know someone who is overweight, is depressed. Tell me if you know someone who's addicted to Facebook. Because the reason I say, are they addicted to Facebook? Because it is a proven, there's scientific studies after studies that continue to come out every single day that when you log onto Facebook, by the time that you log off, you are less happy. You are less happy logging off of Facebook than you were before you logged in. Why, as human beings, do we make those choices? To be less happy, to do things. I mean, human beings, you have to understand this, folks, and this is a psychological principle, and this is a conversation that we'll begin to have. Human beings are the only species that have ever evolved in the history of the world that know, they will know something is bad for them, and they choose to do it anyway. You know that watching the news is bad for you. You know that you have an 80,000 times more likely chance of dying from heart disease, 80,000 times more likely to dying from heart disease than a terrorist attack. Boston, Massachusetts last week, a tragic example. The Boston Marathon with 10,000 runners or more, 3 people got killed. And in the aftermath, the police officers of Boston shot and killed about 40 people in the crossfire of the bullets. Bullet holes rattling homes all throughout the town. 200 bullets flying, pop, 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 pop. The media covers it nonstop for a week, and it paralyzes the country. Now, I'm not suggesting here, folks, that terrorism is a good thing or anything, that it's not something that we need to be concerned with. Of course not. But you've got, in that same time period, the police officers killed 40 people. 9,997 of the runners made it across just fine. There was heroes in the crowd. And, oh, yeah, by the way, there were probably, well, let me just do a quick calculation in my head. There were probably about 1,000 people that died from medical errors as the result of their family physician. The same time period. So it's the mind. It's a conversation that you at least need to be aware of. It's the body. There are health philosophies out there, folks, that are very well known, and they're thoroughly studied. They've been greatly explored. Things like Gershon therapy, Brzezinski method, Lateral, B17. You know, I don't know all the ins and outs of these types of things, but I know people who do. And I know that there's absolutely no side effects, no costly regimens that you have to go through. I can testify to you folks that working from home not only can make you feel like crap and isolate you socially, but most people are not aware of even the health risks that are associated with working from home. Did you know that just by sitting on your butt behind a computer screen each and every day that you have an 80% greater likelihood of developing deep vein thrombosis or peripheral arterial disease, which leads to a heart attack or stroke and even death? If you're going to be a solopreneur, it is so imperative, and I cannot stress this enough, that you have a daily method of operation that gets you focused, that eliminates distraction, that keeps you away from the refrigerator and off the couch with the TV turned off, that keeps you moving, that increases your overall level of awareness and your own personal level of consciousness, that we do this as a unified community, striving to make the world a better place in which to live with love, harmony, balance, my friends. It's balance. Your life, I swear to you, is meant to be abundant. God did not create you so that life would be hard. If you have embedded in your mind as a Christian conservative that life is nothing but the struggle and the pain, I would like to just challenge that belief system here and just let that go. Nothing bad. God is not going to hate you. It's not a sin to just let it go, to suggest to yourself finally that, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I was created that I may experience joy. Men are, and women are, that we may have joy. Every other creature and all of the history of the universe has been created and exists in a state of just being, of just aware. Human beings are no different, but we're given one very distinct advantage. We have this deeper level of emotion. We have this awareness, this consciousness that allows us to connect with the divine. connecting with the divine to experience that spirit that is within us. That spirit, my friends, of God that dwells within us, that radiates outward, and it's magnetic inward as well. Just like God created the universe, my friends, you are a creator. That is a godlike power that you possess. If you do nothing, it's as if there is none of that power within you. My friends, your life is meant to be in action, and your life is meant to have a purpose. So here's the activity that I would like to pass along to you today, and then we're going to bring out Rick and Thomas in just one quick second. We're almost at the top of the hour. Again, every time that you come to these morning ignition calls, my friends, please bring your notepad and your paper. I have on my desk at all times the Jason Spurlock multi-million-dollar book of Mastermind, and it's a great little composition notebook I bought at Walmart for $0.25. Okay? It will work for you too. The first thing I would like for you to write down and just internalize. As a human being, my friend, your true heart's desire will hold your intention. Your true heart's desire will hold your attention. Your true heart's desire will hold your attention. Okay? So then, the attention. Let's put our attention on the purpose. What is our purpose? Where did I come from? Why am I here? Where am I going? Where did I come from? Why am I here? Where am I going? The three magic questions of all of the great philosophers that have ever existed. So, if our true heart's desire gets our attention, and we put our attention on our purpose, then our true heart's desire should mean that our purpose should be nothing more and nothing less than our love story. Your purpose here, my friends, with life and your business. I cannot this is my heart and this is my song. If you get nothing more out of this community for the rest of all existence, I keep the quote on my desk that if you love the life you live, you will live a life of love. Your purpose, my friends, is your love story. And it should always be that way. And if you can create this life where you merge at the corner of art and commerce, if you merge it right at the corner of art and commerce, my friends, that is what's called a life of fulfillment. That's passion. That's experiencing your uniqueness here and the reason that God put you on this earth in the beginning. So that's the questions that I want you to consider. And here's another very succinct little exercise and an activity that I'd like for you to commit to doing. I personally have this written on my whiteboard, and I answered this question, this sentence fragment. It is a sentence fragment. I answer this for myself many times a day. And I would like to invite you to do it too. It's very simple. Write down in your notebook or on your whiteboard or wherever you choose. Right now, comma, I am choosing to, and then draw a big underline. Right now, I am choosing to, blank, dot, 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 in italics, and I take responsibility for that. Right now, I am choosing to, blank, and I take responsibility for that. The reason I bring that up, folks, is right now it's absolutely crucial that you get into a habit of your daily method of operation. You set the intention for what you want to create here. You make this compensation plan very meaningful for you. Apply real value to it. Put numbers there. Draw circles on paper. Set your intention for what you want to create in your life and in the definite time that you're going to create it. Do not, under any circumstance, set your goals any longer than 60 days in advance from now. Cool. So with that out of the way, I know I've kept you on here long, but my good friend, Mr. Thomas Tadlock, can you please press *6, my friend? *6 will unmute your line. And all I want to ask you to do, my friend, is just to bring us
Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Just bring us the mojo, my friend, and add value to our life and business today. You are a rock star. And for those of you who don't know, starting next week, Thomas Tadlock is going to be getting you in the best body, getting you the best body and the best shape of your life. I've already signed up to be a volunteer to be a product of that product, and I'm actually kind of dreading it. And Thomas, by the way, if you haven't seen our new little sales video in the back office, make sure you check it out. I think you'll love it, my friend. You look
Cool.
awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. Hey, thanks so much. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. I can hear you great.
All right.
Thanks.
Hey, brother. Yeah, my voice is a little hoarse, too. I just spent 3 intensive days. I helped do some training over here in Houston, Texas with 250 to 300 wonderful people. We just helped change a whole bunch of lives, helping these people become more financially free. And my job was to bring the energy, get them moving and warmed up. And we just finished all of that. So it's an honor to be on this phone call. Everybody, this is our inaugural call. Can you believe that? Man, was it like 3 weeks in the making, Jason? Something like that?
About 3 weeks in the making. It's been a long, hard slog, but here we are. I'm excited, man. No, seriously, Thomas, what you'll understand, man, and what you'll get to experience here in the very near future. Once all of this little administrative, cosmetic, aesthetic stuff is done, this line, man, gets completely filled with thousands of people every single day from all over the world. It's the most magnetic, attractive, high energy, top performance call you'll ever meet, and I can't wait to excuse me, as I lost my voice and swallowed my coffee. What's to come? It's an amazing call. This is absolutely fun for everybody, and we're here to serve just so many people. So your contributions are amazing, my friend. So tell us a little bit more about what we're going to experience from you coming very, very soon.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. We have very limited opportunities on these phone calls to get as much information out to you as humanly possible that you can use. I'm a guy who's been spending over a decade on getting tons of education and putting it to practice, and I've had the benefit of being able to apply that stuff to more than 20,000 people all over the world. And I can tell you right now that not everything that I learn works and is by any means practical. And I got a chip on my shoulder for that because I spent a lot of good money learning this stuff. And so what I'm going to bring to you guys is just the stuff that works, the stuff that is simple, the stuff that works time and time. It's duplicatable, so it doesn't matter what your situation is. It's going to work for you, and it's going to get you great results. Now, what do I mean by results? I'm going to first start kind of where the most important part of this entire fitness or body transformation journey needs to start, and that's going to be a metabolism. I got to tell you guys, for those of you who don't understand what metabolism is, I'll make it real simple for you. If you've got a high metabolism, it's very easy to lose body fat and to gain muscle tone. Real easy. If you have a slow metabolism, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. If you have a high metabolism, it's easy to stay healthy. If you've got a slow metabolism, it's going to be a struggle. All right? So with metabolism, I think because of all the different books and leaders and gurus that I've talked to and I've watched what they've put into practice, I'm going to say this and go out on a limb and say it is probably the least understood topic in the whole fitness and body transformation arena. And my job is to help make that as simple to understand as possible. I want you guys to have an incredibly effective and functional working knowledge of it. So that's where I'm going to start. So my goal for you guys on this little training is I'm going to direct you to a resource that I created almost a year ago that's going to show you the simple steps to raising your metabolism like right now. You can do it today. And if you've got a blender, you're already 10 steps ahead of the game. All right, we're going to make things real simple for you. So at the end of my little segment, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with you guys, but I'm going to point you to a website, a URL, where you're going to get a full 1-hour training from me that's going to teach you the difference between a slow metabolism diet, because most of you, and I'm going to say most of you, but most of the people that I run into, when they start telling me about their problems, I look at their diet. I'll tell you, most people are running on a slow metabolism diet. Most of them don't even know that they are. And I'm going to show you how to convert your slow metabolism diet very easily to a fast metabolism diet. All right, so if you're having trouble losing weight, or if your energy levels kind of go up and down, or mostly on the downside, or if you feel that your health is not the best that it could be, we're going to change all of that, and I swear to God, you're going to do this training, and you're going to be able to change all of that instantly that very day. So I hope you're excited about that. So when I say you want a blender, I want you to get a very, very powerful blender, and let me just go over them right now. So from the very top, if you've got the resources right now, just hands down, get yourself a Vitamix blender. You can get that at Costco. Those things run. I've seen them at Costco. You can get them for $420 out the door. It'll be the last blender you'll ever buy. We've had ours for over 5 years, and it runs just the same as it did the very first day. And the reason you want that blender is it's hands down the most powerful blender on the planet. It will take vegetables, and this is the key. I know some of you are going, oh, my God, I'm going to have to blend vegetables. Yes, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. But you can I'm going to show you how to make it taste really, really good. So it's not going to be something that you're going to find disgusting. What we're doing here, you get a blender, it's going to make your life so much easier. And just imagine, you're going to be able to make meals that are going to add years to your life, give you tons of energy, and help raise your metabolism really fast. You're going to be able to make these meals in less than 5 minutes flat and drink them down, all in less than 5 minutes flat. So for those of you guys who have no time to make meals, this is going to be your best friend. Now, if you can't afford a Vitamix, Blend Tech is the next step down. Blend Tech. That runs about $100 to $200 less than the Vitamix. It's almost as powerful, and it's great. We bought one.
Yeah, hey Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to cut you off, my friend, but I think either the microphone got covered or the cell phone signal's kind of weak. Just letting you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, there you go. Blend Tech is what you were talking about. I think you mentioned your grandmother.
It runs about $100 to $200 less than the Vitamix. It's great too, but it's usually got a smaller cup size. So I'm the type of person that likes to make a lot at once. The Vitamix gives you a half-gallon cup, and the Blend Tech's a little smaller than that. Then, if that's still out of your price range, then don't settle for anything less than either a NutriBullet or a Ninja. A NutriBullet or a Ninja. Those run just over $100. You can get those at most retail stores like Target. Walmart might even sell them. I'm not sure, but that's the bare minimum that you want to invest in. Anything less than that is going to burn out your blender. Simple as that. Okay. So let me go ahead and give you guys this resource so you guys can start learning this stuff. Here's what I recommend that you do. I want you to play this video. I made it all a big video for you. I'm going to send you this website. Put your email address in. I'm going to send you an email saying, hey, here's your full access to the whole thing. Okay, so the website I'm going to send you is it's the opt-in page where it gives you the 20-minute teaser of it. Just put your email in, and then boom, I'll send it right to you because I don't want this to be free to everybody. And if people are just, you can go ahead and send it out to other people. Then that'll give me an opportunity to get their email address and communicate with them if they need more. So you go to ThomasTadlock.com. That's ThomasTadlock.com /metabolism. METABOLISM. All right, so go ahead, go to that page, put your email address in, hit that button, and then in your email, you will receive the link to the full 1-hour training and start implementing what I teach you in that as soon as you can, and then that's where we'll start. All right? Metabolism. That's where it all begins. We're going to get
Love
that.
And I'll go ahead and I'll back you up on that, my friend. And not only just for my own clinical experience, obviously as a physician, but I recently did, two things I want to back you up on. Number one is the Vitamix. Man, oh my God, I never thought. I'm a hillbilly from Kentucky, Thomas. You know what I mean? I have a grandmother with values, and if I ever told her that I bought a $500 blender, I thought that she was going to kill me. So I actually had to bring this blender to her because I was absolutely amazed. When you turn a Vitamix on, folks, it will assert itself in your kitchen. I mean, it lets you know that it is on. It is amazing. I literally remember putting in an entire squash and cucumbers and everything. I didn't even peel them, man. I'm just a lazy bum. But I probably should have because, cucumbers you have to get the crap off the skin that they spray them with and whatever. But regardless, so you throw it all in there and you literally just turn it on and, every recipe in the Vitamix cookbook is exactly the same. You throw all the crap in there. You start it on low. You turn it up to high. Wait 2 minutes and then drink it down. And he's right. It's great. It's good. It's really good for you. You'll experience an immediate boost of energy. And this is coming from me, like the podunk hillbilly from Kentucky. I never thought I'd be doing this, even trying this, and surely not enjoying it. So I can back it up. He's absolutely correct. But number one is the metabolism. The second thing is the metabolism, simply because I've got an uncle who's a professional bodybuilder. And I started Sean T's Insanity Workout about a year or so ago, and I really liked it. And the bottom line is, but after we were looking through it, and he gave me the workout DVDs and the nutrition book, and he said the book is more valuable than those DVDs because the book tells you what to eat and then controls your metabolism. And so, Thomas, you've absolutely started off with. On the right track. It backs up everything that I know other professionals that have said, and I've just noticed it to be very, very true in my own life and in my own experiences. So thank you for sharing that. ThomasTadlock.com/metabolism. Everyone go check it out now. Now, Mr. Rick Crawford, please press *6 on your phone. What I'd like to do is just have you come on out for just a second, simply because you've achieved some monumental little milestones already. Just kind of not even placing any advertisements, not even doing much of nothing except for just being cool with your people. So come on out, my friend, and just tell us really quickly about your contributions here, but already what you've experienced with this community. And if you don't mind, my friend, just go ahead and start by show us the money.
Good morning, Jason. Well, show us your money. Wow, guys, Jason, I don't know how to say this, but one of my visions and my dreams, and I've got to start out with saying this is one of the things that I used to hear people say to me all the time. I'm sick of struggling. I'm tired of trying. Yeah, I'm smiling, but I'm dying inside. And I used to hear that a lot with people, and it frustrated me about this industry. And I always said I was going to change this industry. I didn't know how, but I knew I'd bring the right team of people together. I'd be involved with the right team of people, something. I knew I would be able to do it. So show you the money. Susan and I haven't even started a marketing campaign. We haven't even really reached out to our list and really started letting people know what we're doing. We've kind of kept it really quiet. And so far, we brought in $7,372 on autopilot.
$7,300 and something on autopilot. Rick, please tell it. And now that's been in about the past 3 or 4 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, $7,340 some in about the past 4 days. Now, Rick, how much of that $7,340 some do you already have?
All of it.
All of it.
So that's the thing, Jason. All these systems, sometimes you get in systems, and we had some glitches. In the beginning, a little bit of a trouble, but we figured it out.
And that was actually processing a $500 commission payment, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Took about 10 minutes, and then you processed about 3 or 4 more right after that. No problems. In fact, we've got this live event coming up in the first weekend of October, and you've already put some money in your pocket from those ticket sales as well, yeah?
Yeah, we have. I tell you, it's beautiful. This is, it's a dream come true. I don't want to start crying because, this big biker does do that. And I've aligned myself with some wonderful people, as in you, Jason, and as the Tadlocks. And, the list goes on of who's here. But for me, what's exciting about this, Jason, is it's truly going to level the playing field for people. I see people duplicating that really have never had success in this industry. I've seen them put money in their pocket. And we haven't even opened the doors. That's how I look at it. So what happens when we open the doors, Jason? I look at, you've created something here, and people will go out and they'll research things about you. And, what I do know about you is your heart. And I can tell you one thing, a lot of crazy people create some great things. And, brother, you're one of those crazy people that I love. But, the first computer wasn't invented, and it just took off and was a great success, and they never did anything else. It never evolved. Just think of the pieces of equipment out there that people have built and failed, or had success but didn't have as great a success as they should, but when they came back, they built something that was even bigger, better, and it was more performance. I compare this to the Apple computer in the sense that how the Apple computer evolved and how it became this strong machine. I've owned Apples for years and never had problems with them. I'm not here to promote an Apple, but to me, that's the same thing that you've created here, Jason. That's what we've put in this community. When I can set up a business like this and just play around with throwing some things out there and not even paying for any kind of marketing and draw $7,372 almost in a 72-hour period and have it in my hand, that's life-changing. That's life-changing. That's what I got into this industry for. I can stop listening to people out there saying, yeah, Rick, I'm sick of struggling. I'm tired of trying. Yeah, I'm smiling, but I'm dying inside. Look, People aren't going to die inside. I can tell you this much. Thomas will get you in the best shape you've ever seen. His wife will help you with a lot of roadblocks that you have. Ryan will do the same thing. We'll be here to do the same thing. We'll be here to help people move forward and really transverse and change their lives to become the best that they can be. And what a vision you had here, Jason. I tell Suze I think it's amazing because as we were building our stuff, moving towards building a platform just like this, you called me up and said, hey, I want you to take a look at what I'm doing. And it was almost like you literally were in my house and had wrote down where we were headed with what we were doing. And Suze and I were floored. And I was like, that's the law of attraction at work. You want to say woo-woo, whatever, that's the law of attraction at work. It happens so often in my life. And I see a lot of people getting excited about what we've done. You know, the money is just positioning yourself, guys, and the understanding of, look, I always use the theory of McDonald's. McDonald's, if you didn't put a drive-through window, and Thomas, forgive me for using McDonald's, but he'll make me work out twice as hard for saying that word. But if they didn't put a drive-through window in, that would kill 80% of their revenue. So, you know, how smart is it to open up your business, not only not put your drive-through window in, but maybe not even get buns just to see who's going to show up for a burger? Will your business be sustainable? Look, if you're serious and you want to take charge, you're going to do what it takes to change your life. And that's what's beautiful about this. I look at this and it's happening. It's working. My brother, thank you for, you know, helping us conclude and help bring and breathe life back into people. So people aren't dying inside anymore.
Absolutely.
People are getting healthy and living life.
I love it. It's simply because you're absolutely right. People are getting healthy and they're living life, and they're not dying inside. Instead, it's like the old Shawshank Redemption, Morgan Freeman line: you either got to get busy living or get busy dying. You know, how many of your friends and neighbors, you know, once you come to this conscious reawakening, do you notice around you that people are just walking like this brain dead, mummified zombie state? And they're calling it life, but they're breathing the same oxygen that I am, but I just know that there's something dead inside. You know, again, I started to call out life as a simple choice. I mean, it's nothing but it's just a systematic series of choices that we make on a repetitive basis over and over. And unfortunately, we've been brainwashed or programmed to make very complicated or choices that make our existence into that brain dead, mummified, and zombie state. Whereas it's a very simple choice that you can choose to do things differently, and you can put $7,000+ in your pocket in about 72 hours, and you've already got the money. Everything works, and you've already said that, and that really is the bottom line. The bottom line is everything works. And I'm not talking about technology, platforms, income, blah, blah, blah. Your body works. Your mind works, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So I thank you, my friend, for sharing that vision. We've obviously gone long on our call. Folks, listen, this call recording will be posted to our SoundCloud profile immediately following this call. We'll also make it known or post it on our Facebook page. That's at facebook.com/MMB60. Please take a second of your time right now. Go like that page because we will be posting updates as we go throughout the week, specifically whenever all of these new resources are available in your back office. And it also shows people what you proudly stand behind and what you feel great about and what you're personally and passionately committed to as we raise the bar to levels never seen before on this industry forever. Forever. My friends, again, facebook.com/MMB60 and soundcloud.com/MMB60. I love you much from the bottom of my heart. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning at 11:35 a.m. Eastern on the East Coast of the United States, 8:35 on the West for the industry's #1 performance coaching wake-up call. And for now, my friends, this call is a wrap.